Okay. Yeah. See, for basically coconut we follow, there will be two types of irrigation. One is basin irrigation where we will flood the entire thing. Then next we go for drip irrigation or this micro irrigation as we call it. Usually around the coconut tree there will be a basin, and in the basin we apply fertilizer, farmyard manure, and it is good practice to apply mulch because you are recycling what you have given, you are recycling and putting it back into the soil. So by any means the amount that is being lost as coconut and coconut fiber will not be replenished by putting the coconut leaves alone. So for a hybrid plant you definitely have to apply NPK fertilizers, because the amount of potassium that the soil the plant utilizes, it is going to export a lot of potassium outside. I am just giving an example of potassium because the coconut water has potassium, the shell has potassium, the husk has potassium. Usually we sell all these things, and there will be potassium in the leaf, there will be potassium in the growing stem of the plant, and there will be a potassium loss in the leaves. Leaves at least we can recycle, around 10% of potassium will come back to us through the mulching, and it will take a lot of time. For this coconut leaves we usually take a lot of time to degrade. So around 10% of potassium after 3 years only you will get. So in our farm what we do is we follow a hybrid system, where in half the trench we apply farmyard manure and we apply normal NPK fertilizer, and then we'll close it, and then we'll pull the leaves and have a perfect mulch. In the other half it is perfect mulch and plus farmyard manure. We don't apply any kind of chemical fertilizers. So what will happen is two opposite basins is completely organic. So when in the event of us applying chemical fertilizer in this half of the basin, the microbes will safely migrate themselves here, and once after 1 month or 2 months, once the intensity of the chemical fertilizer is gone, the microbes will come back here and they will do the same work here. And one thing that we must notice, without the presence of microbes, plant will not assimilate nutrients from the soil, whether it is organic or inorganic. So the idea is to increase the count of these microbes, whether they are potassium mobilizing bacteria or nitrogen mobilizing bacteria, and the fungal count must be increased. And what we do is, for the irrigation, we have a ring around the trunk, and there are 4 exiting spots, and there will be uniform distribution of water. So if you apply the water in the ground level, it will not wet the coconut leaves and they will not get mulched and degraded. So what will happen is we apply the water above the coconut leaf, so slowly the coconut leaf will start degrading, and this will also be like an organic input to the tree. That's it. Hello, I am Ranjit and I am from Coimbatore district in Tamil Nadu. And to just give you a brief about myself, I have an MPhil degree from the University of Cambridge. I went through Chevening scholarship, a British government sponsored scholarship. I was working in the UK for quite some time. Then I shifted my base to Bangalore. I was working in a company in Indiranagar till 2017. My family has been an agricultural family. We had a large land holding for the last 100 years. Now it has been fragmented. We are around 60 acres of land in Anamalai Taluk, which is one of the best regions in Tamil Nadu. And the reason I came to agriculture was, as long as I was in Bangalore, it was quite an odd place. Being from an agricultural family, you are grown in an agricultural situation. You are with cows and livestock around you, and in some way I was feeling I was a misfit in Bangalore. So it was time was most opportune. My father had kidney ailments, so it's only a opportune moment. It pushed me into agriculture. So I took a very strong decision in my career to switch over to agriculture, and for the past 5 years I have been a full-time agriculturist, and I am doing a lot of research as well on the field. And as well, we have a community of farmers who we try to educate, and we try to give them the best practice. We have a Bharadam Foundation, through which we try to give a lot of information about agriculture to farmers and the youth. I'll start. See, actually we are off season. We are in December. This is not the season for nutmeg. The season actually completes in September itself, October itself it should complete. But we have 1 or 2 fruits, and we have the fruits for the next year. This is around 3.5 years old plant. There's one fruit which is opened, you see. So I'll just pluck it. Yeah. So this is basically the fruit. This yellow part we call as rind. Actually this can be used for pickles, wines, jam and all those things. You can use it. Usually we discard it because there are people to buy it. This is the nutmeg and the mace. This red color is the mace, and what we usually do is we need to dry it. We harvest it every day. This is a nut. We have to open the flower without damaging it. The complete flower must be taken and we can dry it. The flower is approximately in current days market is 2,450 rupees dry weight, and the nut is around 460 to 500 rupees. So it is a good cash crop, and considering that the tree actually can survive for more than 100 years. There are trees in Kaladi in Kerala which are 300 years old. So this is a very good intercrop for coconut, and you have to maintain it well, but there are not many diseases which can affect the tree, but you need a lot of maintenance in pruning and in nutrition management. Apart from that, it's a very good source of income.